Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here. Welcome back to the Brocast. It is Sunday, 3 p.m. It is that time once again for us to join you in some zany conversation, a little bit of Elite Dangerous play today. I did promise you Elite Dangerous. So I am, of course, joined by Commander Turgeon Starstone.
Good evening, everybody.
Maybe we can call him Turgeon Snifflestone.
Yeah. Grumblestone.
Grumblestone. And Commander Greytest is here as well.
You can call me Hard Rock.
Commander Hard Rock.
Commander
Hard Rock?
They should have said you can call me anytime. You missed the gag. Never mind.
And unfortunately we do not have Shibuka with us today because he is celebrating the first birthday of his little commander.
Happy birthday to you. Sorry.
Happy birthday to you.
Just
happy birthday, dear little Desmond. Hey.
Turgeon.
Yeah.
Look at all you guys sitting in the chat there. How's everyone doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday. I am fully loaded here with my special edition Tim Hortons mug. Look at this. It's a very special edition Tim Hortons mug. You don't get these everywhere, let me tell you. Took a lot to get this invisible mug. And I'm drinking cold coffee. I see all of the usual sitting in chat. Good to see you guys. Jacob Legebold, Top Blazer, Musica, Academic Dust, Spooky Lot, James Oliver, Balrog, General Ghost, who's been sitting here the whole time getting ready to call us out on every mistake that we make. Commander Botamax, Dave Horworth, Spookster, Blade RR, Lucci, Coffee, Kevin, Kerwin Jones, Star Lost, Commander Giz.
Accurate assessment is accurate.
And all the rest of you. Hey guys, happy Sunday and happy Elite Dangerous playing day today. Let's go ahead and pop on Elite Dangerous here and get some gaming started. As you can see from the thumbnail that was above me just a moment ago, we will be exploring the core. I'm jumping on my main account, and we're just going to talk about a few things that are going on in the game right now, because, wait a second, I don't want private. Let's go and open. There's a few changes that have happened, or not happened, but have been discussed in the game for what's coming up and beyond as far as engineer changes. So we're going to go over those a little bit, talk about what's been discussed and what's been learned about the future of Elite Dangerous. Well, we'll explore the core and see if we can find some cool places to see while we're doing that.
See if we can roast the hawk a bit more.
Yeah, we'll see if I can maintain 41% hull and keep my Commander 41% status.
Yeah, you're cheated 41%.
Yeah, hey, I did not cheat, okay? The game gave me back 1% because I'm that freaking awesome. They were like, you know what? Here is 1% hull. Yeah.
That's just a 1% of, commemoration. Like, oh, he's fighting so hard, the poor guy. Here, have 1 additional percent.
You think that's what it was?
Wait, he's saying it's a pity percent.
Yeah, pity percent. Yeah, sure. Pity percent. Well, the only thing I'm hoping is that, like, because I could very easily lose 1% or more on on my ship right now. My HOTAS is like so broken.
Oh yeah.
So
broken.
Didn't fix it?
Oh no, listen. Here goes. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. So I'm worried because, like, I can't throttle all the way down. It doesn't.
I don't know. It doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like you're smacking some booty there. So
it's
not too bad.
It is smacking a little bit of booty. I'm smacking some Sci-Tech booty is what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a little scary, to be honest, flying around with this thing broken like this. Let's see, where the heck are we? We are clearly behind a gas giant that is eclipsing the star. It's a big gas giant too. Oh, look at that. There's a little shadow in the background. Okay. So I have all of the patch notes for the Beyond stuff. And by the way, we're getting ready for the Christmas holidays here. I do want to... maybe we can discuss this right now, because we haven't really had much of a chance to talk about this amongst us, the bros here, Turgeon Greytest, and Shibuka, who's not with us, unfortunately. But the last Sunday before Christmas happens to be Christmas Eve. So, I'm kind of curious... are we going to do a Brocast on Christmas Eve? Are we going to do a Christmas Eve?
My birthday.
And Turgeon's birthday? What? What? Your birthday's on the 24th?
Yes, God help me. Yes, it is.
Okay. Well,
word of
I'm
advice
afraid-
to prospective parents out there: don't have a kid who's born at Christmas. You know, try and engineer it so your kid isn't born at Christmas. Because it ruins them. Have a kid that's born in the middle of summer or something.
Yeah, and
spread things out.
And you know what? You probably suffer from the exact same thing that I do. Now, I'm not born quite so close to Christmas. I'm on the 4th of January.
Close enough.
But
Yeah,
it's close enough that I'm sure you get the same thing that I do, which is, yeah, well, we just got you one gift, but it's a little bigger.
Yeah.
It's two in
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
So you're not going to get a gift on your
Except it's
birthday. Yeah, except it's not. It's the exact same thing.
It's 1.3
Yeah.
is what they usually give you. Never
Yeah.
2. Never give you 2 gifts.
That's right. Everyone else gets 2. We get 1.3. 1.3. There's a decimal right in the middle there. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Lucci says Turgeon's turning 28, right? Yeah, yes. I'll take that.
Actually, I think if you flip it around, he's probably closer to that number than 28. To be,
Yeah, definitely.
we could do some math.
Oh, man.
Oh, rude.
We could do some math. I'm sure there's a voice analyzer there. We can tell
Coming
how
back
old
to
you
the
are.
topic, I'm afraid I'm gonna be occupied on the evening itself, but
Unacceptable.
we could think about doing one on the 25th if that works for you guys.
On
Like,
Christmas
because
Day?
Where's my cricket?
Yeah,
noise?
but-
Where's my...
No. You have to keep in mind that Christmas doesn't work the same way in every country, because here in Germany, for example, we have like the big meal and the gifts and all that on the evening of the 24th. So the 25th is the first, just Christmas holiday where you can do whatever you want.
What?
Yep.
What are
You
you
mean
talking
Santa
about?
does not come around on the 25th for you
Well-
guys?
Santa doesn't come around at all at Christmas, because Santa and Christmas is something different here in Germany. We have Nikolaus, which is on the 6th or sometimes the 5th, but mostly the 6th of December. And then we have Christmas, where there is no Santa. Here, I don't know if it's in all of Germany, but at least in
Santa
Bavaria
doesn't
we
like
have
you? Is that it?
we have the Christkindl, which is basically like an angel coming down bringing the gifts.
Don't you also have Krampus?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yes.
that one comes with Santa Claus on the 6th.
Oh, he does. Is that like
Yep.
the movie Krampus, like the creepy, scary, whatever it is?
Mhm.
I didn't see
And
that
he
movie.
He
Yeah.
takes the
Well-
children that weren't behaving well with him.
It's carrot and stick stuff, you know? Santa's the carrot, Krampus is the stick. There you go.
Gotcha. So instead of getting coal in Germany, Krampus just takes you and brings you
Yeah,
somewhere
you get
horrible.
abducted.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of the nasty children, you know?
By some hairy
Talk
forest
about-
creature with
I-
horns, you know?
I mean, like, okay, the American Christmas is kind of weird. I mean, I don't know how many other countries celebrate Christmas the same way. Obviously, they don't, and that's something I kind of figured. But, you get a gift, or if you're bad, you get coal in your stocking. That's how you scare kids into like, oh, okay, by the way, for all the kids who still believe in Santa Claus, Santa is real. He is real. Now close your ears, mute the stream,
Oh, yes.
and we'll wave when we're done talking about Santa Claus. Parents, if you're watching with your children and they're young, please mute the stream now. We'll tell
Much
you
realer than
when
you
it's
think.
safe.
Yes.
Christmas behind the scenes.
Right.
Christmas after dark. What?
So, I mean, okay, sure. So you get a piece of coal in your stocking. That's what happens if you're bad, right? Oh, you're bad, you get coal. But, I mean, what exactly does Krampus do? He abducts you, and what does he do with you when he abducts you?
I mean, it never actually happens. Like, It depends on how your family does that, because you know, some families will have like a family member coming over as Santa Claus, or hire someone to do that and actually show up and read out the good and the bad stuff that the kids did. And sometimes, if you like want to be very dramatic, you also hire a guy that comes as Krampus. And we had it once, and it was hilarious because he actually, you know, had like a big bag, like a linen bag with him, and he just sacked in one of the kids and took it out.
Oh my god, that would be terrifying. That's horrible.
You should have seen the faces of the other kids. They were scared to death.
I would imagine I'd be scared to death too. Holy crap. Like, what?
Was never seen again.
No, he did magically show up again. It was alright.
He magically showed up again, huh?
I mean,
just like, traumatized for the rest of his life.
Guy's son. I mean, come on, you get away with it that way.
You know, if you do that in Canada, you could probably, like, they'll take your children away from you. That's abuse. You know, you can't spank your kids. You can't have Krampus abduct them.
It's just the kid equivalent of get good, you know? It started at an early age.
Yeah. Commander Kuhat says, Krampus just leaves a turd in your stocking.
Yeah. There you go, kids. Yeah.
You know, for all the parents that you know, put out the plate with the cookies and at night with the kids, and then while the kids are sleeping, they go and they eat the cookies and like write a little note. That's what my parents used to do. I'd come down and like the cookies would be eaten. There would be a note written from Santa Claus. So they really went all out. They'd even take like, you know, white beard hairs and like stick them to the bricks beside our fireplace and be like, oh look, his beard got caught and he lost some beard. So I imagine those parents that really take it that one extra step, they actually take a turd and put it in the sock. Like, that little crap. There we go. That'll show you.
When I was young and we used to still have snow, you know, when we still had winters in England before we just had this strange thing we've got now. We used to get snow where we were because we're a bit higher altitude.
Used to get snow. Okay.
We did.
Poor
We
thing.
don't get
Gosh,
snow
you used to get snow.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for
Mum
you.
always used to go out on Christmas Eve and scatter a bit of straw around and make little reindeer footprints out in the snow.
Oh, sure.
So that it's, yeah. You know,
my
like,
dad did that for the Easter Bunny.
And she never drew attention to it though. That's the point. We just found it and went, what's this? What's this? She never said.
My dad did that for the Easter
Unless,
Bunny.
Of course, it really was reindeer. I don't know.
He somehow found a way to make giant rabbit foot imprints, and he did this out the second floor window of our house onto the awning over our balcony, and made them jump down the awning, down into the backyard, and across the backyard. It was like, oh my god, a giant frickin' rabbit. Now, I mean, like, you know, that was my dad. He was a funny guy like that. But I think it's great when parents do that. I just think it's awful when their kids learn the truth that their parents are a bunch of frickin' liars, you know? And like, oh, okay, you've been telling me my whole life, don't lie, but what have you been doing for the past 10 years of my life? You've been lying to me. Oh my god. I'm really torn about what I should do with my kids for Christmas.
You know, it's funny how similar it is in some ways, because we also usually, like the kids would also usually, like a couple of weeks before Christmas, would put out like a wish list and just put it in front of the, I don't know, I guess the balcony or something, and put some sweets on it as well. And then at some point and some morning, it will be gone with the sweets gone as well, you know. So the Christkindl, the angel received your wish list, and then on Christmas Eve itself, you would. The kids would basically, or it was with us, we would wait in front of the living room door anxiously, and then a little bell would ring. And that was basically the signal that, you know, the gifts were there. And we would run in like crazy and try to spot the Christkindl. But of course, it was always already magically gone, you know, the door was open, and outside there... yeah, we ran outside and tried to see it, but we never saw it. And at some point, I think I figured I was so fast There was no way it got out that quickly, so it has to be a hoax.
It has to be. Hey,
it has to be.
I just they're saying that the chat is a little too slow because I have slow mode on. I turned it off, so there you go, guys. You have normal chat once again.
Go crazy.
Go crazy, go crazy. Chat away, it says. I want to hear from you guys, though, in the chat. Raise your hand if you believed in Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, or the Easter Bunny, or whatever, you know, fictional, mythical creature there was in your country. And I'd also love to hear your stories of what your parents did. What did your parents do to convince you that these things were actually real? Let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this after, leave me a comment in the comment section below, because I'm very, very curious, you know, the extent that some parents would go. Let's hear from you guys in the chat, and we will continue exploring the core of the galaxy. Yeah.
Musica in chat there says, do we have any tips for new players? Got the game last week, be nice for some tips, like how to get in on the community. Join our Discord. That's what I'd say.
That is a fantastic way.
That's a start.
Depending on what you want to do in the game, you could also... I mean, if you want to participate in the background sim, you can do some Brocast stuff and join the Starstoners. There's a channel in our Discord chat for that as well. All that's in the description of the video, so if you need a link to it, just take a look there.
In general, our Discord, for example, is certainly a good place to start, because you will get the most important information directly from us. We try to ping every once in a while if something important happens. Sometimes we ping if absolutely nothing important happens, but you'll have to deal with that. And you can also just, you know, engage with people, ask them if you want to do something specific, then you can ask what the best way to do that is. And you will always have someone who will help you out gladly.
Yeah, for sure. Balrog UK says, my dad came home pissed as Santa once. That's an interesting Santa Claus. Well, you know what? Honestly, Santa Claus would be drunk, because a lot of people leave him like a little bit of rum on the table. We used to do that sometimes too, like leave a little shot for Santa of eggnog or whatever it was, you know. So it's like, here you go, Santa, a little eggnog for you. Which, of course, my parents gave us the non-alcoholic eggnog, but eggnog is amazing when there's some rum in it. Marie Longhurst says, I believed in Jesus once. We can't talk about that. We don't talk about religion, actually, on the broadcast. Religion and politics are banned from broadcast.
Well, we don't talk about religion, but we will talk about the birthday of Jesus, or what?
No, that's... No, we're not talking about the birthday of Jesus. We're talking about Christmas, okay?
We're talking about the day where everybody feasts and gets presents, right?
We're talking about Santa Claus and the flying reindeer and the mythical things aside from the birthday. Okay, listen, I do want to just say this.
We exclude Jesus from Christmas.
Yes, we exclude...
There you got it.
We exclude Jesus from Christmas because...
The Celtic pagan one that predates Christmas. You know the one.
Well, just want to say that...
It should be the 21st of December.
There was no actual date known for the birthday of Jesus if you are a Christian. What the Christian church did is they associated it with Christmas to kind of blend it in with another holiday that people were already celebrating. So I mean, obviously there were no flying reindeers and a big fat man in a red suit in the North Pole when Jesus was born in Bethlehem, okay? Unless he was one of the wise men. Maybe there was. Maybe you never know.
What do you mean with the politics within the broadcast? You mean Josh's unforgiving reign of power, or
my unforgiving reign of power?
Shabuka's endless tinfoil squeeze?
Well, yeah. Or Turgeon's never-ending blabbing about stuff? What exactly do you mean?
No, you've lost it there, Gray. That's rubbish. I mean, come on. You could have come up with something better than that.
No.
God.
Rav J, what's he say?
He's kicked over the political table. That's rubbish.
He says, but at least your parents went to the trouble to fake evidence. Religious profiles don't bother. Maybe the Santa stuff is to help you develop a questioning mind and not accept bullshit at face value.
No, it's so that you can actually enjoy a bit of fun in life before you wake up to the harsh reality that life is just a bunch of crap, really.
Rob Power says, they just omitted the truth about Santa.
Enjoy some fun as a kid.
They just omitted the truth about Santa. Once I started questioning it, they let me come to my own conclusions. They would not confirm or deny his existence.
Yeah.
Mom, what's with the big man in the red suit with the flying reindeer? Well, what do you think he is, honey? Well, it's audio for a second. Can you hear me?
Bye.
Hold on.
Does
Can
that
you
mean
hear
that
me?
Everybody's lost us as well.
Probably.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Check.
There he goes. He's
There you
back.
go.
Now he's back.
You can
Have
hear me?
Killed the stream.
Yep.
Did you kill the stream?
No, it wasn't the stream at all. It was just my audio, just like vanished. Oh, hold on a second. I think my face is frozen.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, look at this! I
Yeah.
got this beautiful face frozen on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Here, hold on. Let me make this a bit bigger.
That's
Hey, there we go.
That's a Christmas face. Christmas face. That's like Santa. What present? Have I got this present, Santa? Oh boy.
I'm just
That's
making
what
it
that
big
face
so
is.
everyone can see it. That's the I believe in Santa Claus face. Such a pose. Santa's
Hat
real.
real.
Santa's real. I seen him at the mall today, says Social Hazard.
He is.
Okay, hang on a second. I guess that was my.
By the way, Joachim Thompson asked, in Germany, do you also watch Der 90. Geburtstag on New Year's Eve, as we do here in Denmark? We do, unless it's called Dinner for One here. And
Oh, there we go.
we also watch it every New Year's Eve, pretty much.
Okay, I'm back. Hold on. Let me see if I could make that pose again.
No, don't. You'll never make it.
Oh, I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can.
It'll
There
be the
it is.
Grinch equivalent. The Grinch equivalent. That's what you get.
Okay, I'm sure someone snagged a screenshot of that General Ghost. And we'll probably see memes pop up in the bro bar any second now. Okay, moving right along.
Spookster says audio is out of sync.
Yeah, well, just be thankful you've got it. All right.
Oh, the audio is
Could
out of
crash
sync?
at any moment.
Oh, crap.
It could crash at any moment.
Let me see what's going on here. Hang on one second. Let me just see
I like
if
that
can fix
Balrog.
this.
Josh's face is making my eyes
Oh, the-
rain. I like that Balrog.
Here's what we'll do. I'm just going to very quickly stop and restart the stream. Simple as that. Actually, hold on. Let me just check something here. Let me make sure it's... Yeah, Yeti microphone. That's good. That's good. Okay. The stream is going to hiccup for a second, but it's not going to stop. It's just going to be a hiccup, guys. Here goes.
Is a black cat going to run across twice?
3, 2, 1, hit.
That's what happens when the Matrix reboots, you know.
3, 2, 1, hiccup. Hold
When
on.
they
We're going to
fix
get a bit of
something.
a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to cut you guys off for a second. Okay, they say it sounds fine. I will trust that it sounds fine. Josh broke the internet. Okay, well, let's
Again.
see.
Do we want to, leave that whole Christmas behind us and hop into the gaming news?
Hey, there's a ship here. Who the hell is that? Commander Ready Eagle?
Ooh.
In a Diamondback Explorer? Are you serious?
Salome
You're fine.
Remembered Remembered is the name of the
Remembered.
ship.
Well, there you go. That's nice.
Look at this! There's a freaking commander here!
Well, wave hello.
Yep.
Oh, that's Commander Rodney Peters. Hey,
There you
Rodney
go.
Peters.
Hey,
Oh my
excellent.
God. You're the first commander I've bumped into in I don't know how many thousands of light years.
Oh, many months.
Many months. I should interdict him and blow him up. Ah!
Yeah. I was about
Of
to say,
course. Yeah.
get ready for some awkward social interaction because he's not used to it anymore.
I've got guns. Like, who the hell is this? I do have
He's
guns
probably
on
got-
this ship, so...
He'll have
I
a
mean,
beard down to his feet there.
yeah, right? Oh, Rodney Peters is trying to steal my exploration data. Don't you dare sell the system data on this. It's mine. I got here first.
Yeah, you know, it's not like there's enough stars out there for everybody or anything.
Right? You have to come to my system? God. Actually, there's absolutely nothing worth exploring in this system.
System, no. It's got some gas giants. Yeah.
Let's take a look. Nothing.
You've got
potato world.
A Viennetta gas giant, but that's about all.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. No, nothing at all. Yep. Boring system. Rodney says he's got guns too. Really? I didn't see guns on your ship. I think he's lying.
They're space guns.
Was that a threat?
Try him.
No, it's got space madness.
Oh, look, well, I'm looking at his sub-targets.
Space
Cargo
madness,
hatch, drive, power plant, FSD, life support.
How do you know he just hasn't got them turned off?
Well, because you can see if they're turned off. Cargo hatch, power off.
Can you?
Yeah. Shield generator off. AMF off. He's bluffing. I can see your guns are non-existent.
Just with you, man.
All right, well that's
He's a real explorer. Real explorer, you see.
I certainly have nothing against Rodney Peters. Good to see someone in the system.
I think I went 130,000 light years without the gun, as you do.
He says he's been chasing me since Sajay. So, you caught me.
Well
caught me. Gotta say that's. If it was like an anaconda that popped up and it had a full arrayment of guns and I didn't recognize the name, I would be a little bit nervous. Honestly. Log out. Combat log.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes,
the memes have ensued in the bro bar.
Yeah, I kind of figured they would.
Good.
I kind of figured they would. 99% route plotting fails. Ooh, that's no good. Let's move along here, and I will pull up the discussion notes here.
Google made it to Colonia in his cutter. Well done, mate.
Wow.
Come on, Ghost. Get that picture and stick a Christmas hat on him. He needs a Santa hat. Come on.
Do I want to see this? Do I really want to see this? Hang on a second. Bro bar. Bro bar. I think I had too much weed. I don't smoke weed, thank you very much. I do, however, invest in weed stocks, which is a very interesting thing we could discuss if you guys wanted to talk about stocks. So you're basically a drug
dealer, right?
The weed stocks right now are exploding. I mean, if you have money to invest and you're willing to risk a little bit, it's unbelievable because the Canadian government is legalizing marijuana on July 1st next year. So all of these growers in Canada...
Sounds like a safe bet.
I mean, we are literally going to be the next Amsterdam. You should hear what you're going to be able to do in Montreal and the rest of Canada. You will be able to smoke weed anywhere you can smoke cigarettes. You're going to be allowed to grow 4 plants in your house. You're going to have, I think, up to 10 grams on your person, and I don't know how many grams you're allowed to keep in your home. And the only thing that
5 kilograms.
I don't know. It's something crazy though. It is kind of ridiculous.
Well, Germany is far behind in that regard.
Yeah, but
it's still completely illegal to grow anything, if I'm right, and I think it's also illegal to smoke it, but you can own it, like at least a little bit. It's kind of weird.
Someone in Probar's like, okay, I'm moving to blame Canada. What?
Yeah.
Moving to blame Canada. Giant hogweed, just the stalks. I hear the buds are the expensive part. Yeah, the buds are the expensive part, Binu. That's apparently. Weed is not legal in the Netherlands. What? I thought Amsterdam is like full on legal. Can't you just like smoke it anywhere you want?
No, there's a coffee shop rule thing going on there, isn't there, Luigi? It's something very specific to the vendors and the locations.
Oh,
I think so too. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I actually was under the impression that you could smoke weed anywhere in Amsterdam, but I suppose that is not correct.
I think I'm not sure. I'm not informed on this whole topic, but I think you can get the ingredient. You know, the stuff that actually does something in weed. as a medical treatment here in Germany. But I'm not sure on that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's a possibility you at least have.
Oh, hookers are legal in the Netherlands, so...
Yeah, now...
Who needs weed when you got hookers? Come on!
That is the one that surprises me the most. If I was running a country, I would have government-sanctioned brothels everywhere, because the tax revenue you would pull in from that.
Sure.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
People need sex. Why would you want to make it illegal for people to have sex for money? Yeah, they're going to get it anyway.
And if you have government sanctioned bonds, you can have health patrols going in there, keeping an eye on everything. You wouldn't have pimps beating up their bitches all the time because this is like government run.
How does that work?
Crazy.
We may grow 5 plants. Coffee shops may sell it, but growing it is not legal. Very weird. Okay, that is weird indeed.
You can grow 5 plants, but it's illegal.
Sinclair Research says that the opening lines from Pulp Fiction movie. Yeah, that's basically what the rules in Canada are going to be. You can smoke it anywhere. You can have marijuana on your person. It's really funny. I was listening to the House discussion in Quebec talking about the rules and regulations. I think it's called Bill 157 or C-157 or something like that. And they were talking to vendors and growers and people that are going to be making like distribution machines and trying to get some feedback on how they can improve the bill. And this was the real funny thing. All of these companies that I've been investing in and some of my friends have been investing in, obviously, they're all in it to make a profit. I don't think any of them want to get into this, boom, make huge money, and then shut down. But the government and the people that they're talking to in Quebec are basically saying that this whole legalization process is part of education and prevention, and that the whole idea of making it legal is the same thing with cigarettes, is that the goal is going to be to eventually get people to stop smoking it. So they're like, well, we're curious. What are your thoughts on the fact that we want people to stop smoking it? How do you feel about that? I mean, your business is in business to make a profit, but in a few years, if we start phasing it out, what are you going to do? Are you going to be the first ones to close your doors, or are you going to give up your profit?
Bollocks.
Yeah, no way. None of them are going to close their doors.
What they're doing is they're just making it legal so that people can get a foothold in it. Then they can legitimately tax it in the name of health.
They're going to tax the crap out of it.
They're making a bloody fortune on the tax, just like they do with cigarettes. That's the point. No government actually wants people to stop smoking because they'd lose so much revenue. They'll demonize it. They'll demonize it beyond measure and say, oh, this is terrible, everybody, this is terrible. But all they end up doing is punishing people who are paying twice as much tax as everybody else.
They've put so many restrictions on smoking in Canada. What kind of
democratic government is that, eh?
The restrictions on smoking are ridiculous. I mean, like, smoking used to be everywhere. You couldn't walk into restaurants, bars, everywhere. People were smoking. I mean, before my time, the doctors smoked in hospitals next to pregnant women. Like it was just what people did. I don't understand it. It's crazy that they thought that it was okay to do that. But now you can't smoke in any public building. You have to be, I think, a minimum 15 feet away from the door of any building, which creates this really awful effing scenario where every day when I go to work, I have to walk through about 40 smokers all standing 15 feet away from the door, and I get more secondhand smoke just walking into the building than I did when people smoked inside the building. It's like you're literally like walking, they're all like, and I'm an ex-smoker, so I'm saying that,
stamping their feet in the cold.
It's unbelievable.
And the rain outside.
It drives me crazy.
Saying, I pay the government twice as much tax as anybody else. Yeah, so it's a messed up situation, really. But as I say, governments don't, despite what they say, it's a complete lie. They don't want people to stop smoking because they'd lose so much revenue. It's just untrue. They'd have to get it from somewhere else. They know, like any good pusher, that they can just keep pumping money out of people.
Kilikev says, drinking's way worse, but you can go out and OD on a bottle of liquor, no problem. You can't OD on marijuana. That's very true. And I'm pretty sure, although they have been trying to say that there are a lot of car accidents related to marijuana smoking, which, yeah, you know what, I'm sure that there probably were, but I don't think it was the people smoking the marijuana that caused the accident. They were probably just driving so slow that some other asshole smashed into them because they were going 20 miles an hour on the highway. You know, like, oh man, we're going so fast! Slow down, dude! You're going too fast!
Well, it is like having a dial-up connection rather than broadband, you know. So I mean, it does mess with your reaction times somewhat. You know, the lag game of driving.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I actually tried smoking weed once, but I failed miserably because I just don't smoke.
Miserably.
I can physically not smoke anything because I will cough the hell out of it.
No, you gotta be like who was it? Was it George Bush or one of those presidents was like, I smoked marijuana once, but I didn't inhale.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You didn't inhale. Okay, well.
I mean, I tried to, but it just wouldn't work for me, you know?
You know what that is? That's
way.
like you succumbed to peer pressure and you looked like an idiot. Just smoke the pot, Jesus. You know, if you're gonna do it right. Don't fail at smoking
I will not vape ablative. That I'll leave that to Shibuka. Thank you very much.
Anyhow, children, if you're out there watching this show, don't do drugs. Okay, drugs are bad. If it's legal in your country, well, good for you, and yay Canada for making marijuana legal and helping all those people who need it for medicinal purposes, like probably me at some point in the future with the condition of my back and the herniated discs in my neck. But I won't be smoking it.
That's like one very important part, but the other part is like if it's legal, then people at least can make their own experiences, and that's not gonna turn the whole country into a wheat like farm and you know stoned smokers all everywhere. It's not gonna happen. So
yeah.
Well, it's a good thing.
It's really interesting what they're doing. I mean, on the chemistry side of this is that they've found ways to like extract the THC and the CBD and separate them, and they know that this one binds better for this type of thing, and this one binds better. Anyhow, you know what? When they're coming up with all kinds of delivery methods too, like drinkables.
Spooky still has you muted. He's waiting for your wave.
Oh, okay. Santa Claus is done.
I don't know, man. It's like Santa Claus on drugs. Does he smoke weed? Like, you know? I mean, he does get like really high in that sleigh. So, no, he's gotta take something to get that high in the sleigh.
Will there be any clean air left for non-smokers? Probably not, Bernats.
You're not gonna have to pay for your
Millennium, isn't it?
Ablative is asking, what was the Santa discussion? Well, before we started talking about weed, we were talking about Santa Claus. You got to go back and watch it if you want to know. It's an interesting discussion.
It's not worth it, though.
No.
Not really worth it. Don't bother.
Can we recap? Santa...
Nah.
Santa's a wonderful guy, but he doesn't exist in many countries and has nothing to do with Jesus. There you go. There's your recap. That's all I got for you, man. We were going to talk about some patch notes for Elite Dangerous.
Rustled.
Yeah.
Russell Jimmy's, pleased to meet you.
Yeah. Miguel Johnson says he's going to move to Mars, get to breathe that clean new air they have to make. Yeah, well, trust me, if I went to Mars, I'd be smoking weed.
You're gonna have a Tesla Roadster flying above your head there.
A Tesla Roadster?
Didn't you hear it?
Yeah.
No.
Elon Musk is gonna launch a Tesla Roadster into space, probably an orbit around Mars or something.
Damn!
Or fly around Mars with the Falcon Heavy first launch.
Damn!
Because
that's awesome.
He can.
Just because he can.
Basically.
I got so much money, I'm just gonna put a car in space. Just because I want to.
Oh, he's now denying it? Oh, I would like to see the source of that, because usually Elon Musk is a man of his word.
He's a pretty cool guy, gotta say.
he can deny it, but people are going to demand it now. So we'll say, "Oh, you guys, all right then."
Yeah. T10 impressions. Yeah, there's been a screenshot spooking around the internet.
It wasn't a screenshot. There was a video. Did you see the video?
Or maybe a video. No, I didn't see the video.
It was like a full-on video with the T10 rotating and the shipyard showing. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't see how.
I don't care about the stats, but
you've seen the Scorpius videos, haven't you?
It would be very hard to fake that. I mean, yeah, of course you can make a 3D model of the ship, but it's hard to like get the shader right, so it actually looks like the ship's in the shipyard. I don't know.
Okay, so first of all, the rotating image had a spoiler on it, so we know that was not right, and it was labeled spoiler, so kind of like a little Easter egg, like spoiler. Yeah, no kidding. The other thing was the hard points on it. If you saw that video, it had 4 small, 2 medium, and 4 large hard points, I think. Maybe more. So I can't imagine any ship having like hard points like that.
The Anaconda has 3 large hard points, and if the Type 10 is supposed to be our defense against the Thargoids, I can
maybe. I mean, who knows? It's possible, right?
Like I say, all you have to do is watch a couple of Scorpius videos.
Yeah, Scorpius can do a lot.
And then, you know...
Of course it's not impossible, but I'm just saying, if that was a fake, that was a lot of dedication and very well done.
Yeah,
so hats off.
Some people do that. They're like a big troll, some people. They were.
Anywho, we do know it's gonna come sooner or later, because we have seen the thing in the trailer, so it is out there somewhere, soon TM.
Soon TM, yeah.
And I do still expect something major to happen before the holidays, because FDev know as well that the people have the most time to play during the holidays. So it would be smart for them to get their content out.
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that again.
Well, too late, I guess.
I don't want to rant about the progress of the story and the game content.
No, we've talked about that now several times. I think we should just leave it at that.
I think so. That's a good idea. But we do have we do have an update on Beyond, which is apparently what we'll probably see before we see any additional content in the game. I mean, that is the additional content. It's coming in Beyond, guys.
There you go. Look, there you go. Plater says it had the exact same internals as the stock T9. Yeah, right. Like, that's going to happen.
Okay. And General Ghost says 2 small hard points, 3 medium, and 4 large.
No, we haven't discussed the new engineer things yet, Ablative.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Let me go get in orbit around this gas giant over here, and we'll bring up the patch notes and talk about that. Or let me loop of shame around this damn thing. I think the moon was close enough. You know what? It looks close enough to the rings that I might get a nice view on there. I think. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. If it's not rotating around the same plane as the gas giant, we'll get a nice view.
You're so close to the core still, everything looks like a milky cup of coffee anyway, so there's not much point.
Yeah, I just want to get a nice view of the rings. This one was quite close when I looked at it on the system map. And it is. It's actually pretty close to the rings. I think we'll have a decent view. Make for a cool horizon.
Chocolate world.
A cool horizon while we talk about the next update, Beyond Horizons. Alright, let's come in for a landing on this little planet over here. Actually, let's scan the planet and see what we got. What have we got on this little potato planet? Actually, it's not much of a potato planet. I see some deep canyons on there.
Snowball. Your standard snowball, you know.
Let's see. It is an ice world. It's got water geysers, no atmosphere, rocky ice, metal, tidally locked. Beautiful. Okay, let's go land down here, and then let's talk about Beyond. I'll pull up the patch notes, and we can all share in taking a look at that.
Engineers.
Oh, yeah. There goes my damn throttle breaking on me.
Yeah, might want to watch that if you're coming in for a planetary landing, really. It doesn't matter in space.
Orbital flight engaged.
Might matter here.
Commander Pancake.
Yeah, right.
That's a decent canyon down there. You've overshot it, but it's a decent canyon.
I want to get the planet in view, though, just so we have a nice backdrop to our patch notes discussion.
I noticed something interesting in our Starstone expansion system.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Barnes Reach planetary base. The ice world that it's on is half green.
Half green?
Yes, it is. There is an awful lot of green on that world. It actually has real green. So if you're feeling a bit starved for green out there in space, and we all are, pop along there and get some green.
You can pretend it's an ELW.
A very cold one, but yeah.
I'm gonna go land in this canyon right over here.
I'll put a picture up in the bro bar.
You can imagine some trees if you like.
Green trees.
Right, I've put a picture up in the bro bar to show people just how much green there actually is there. It's ice, but it's still green. No, it counts.
That's more of a turquoise, right?
More of a turquoise. It's ocean green.
It's
Ocean
between
green, yeah.
between turquoise and jade, really. Very nice. Yeah, it is. It is. It's headed up that road, but it's definitely more green than not. So.
All right, I found a nice canyon. Maybe we'll see some geysers down in the canyon.
It's not weed, Sinclair. Now everyone knows that weed is red. Red weed. You know, we've all been to Mars.
No, it's red. Weed is purple.
Red weed.
Like
red weed.
The purple cushweed. All right, let's see. Zoom out, Max.
Chartreuse, yes, Balrog. It is indeed chartreuse.
Was that shut your ass?
Chartreuse, yeah.
Shut your ass?
I say the engineered change seems to be buying into a grade over and over each time better than the last till you max out. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, really. It's like I keep saying, it's a band-aid on a hemorrhage. It's not going to solve anything. The whole system's bugging from the start. That's my opinion. Everyone knows that.
All right, we'll talk about that very shortly here. I'm just going to go park right down at the edge of this canyon. See some ice. Nice
Lucy says
icy
it's
slopes.
like women talking colours. Jeez. We haven't even started yet.
No, we haven't started yet.
Could get proper girly on your ass with that one.
A couple of years ago, I had my first encounter with the color taupe.
Taupe!
I had no clue what the hell she was talking about.
It's usually women that will introduce you to
color.
Yeah.
What? Taupe? What even is that? That's like...
Could
like
you describe taupe to us, please,
purple.
Great Test?
It's super weird. It's like beige, brown, grayish, purple, whatever.
Dirty cream.
It's like a dirty green?
Dirty cream.
Oh, dirty cream, okay.
Yeah, like if you took a handful of grit and threw it into some cream and stirred it in, there you go. Taupe.
No, you actually spell it T-A-U-P-E.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't even spell it right.
Yeah, spatula. Get
Deploy
your
landing
straight,
gear.
Matt.
Deploying landing gear.
Turquoise taupe. Don't go treading on women's colours in their toes because they just go off on one. It's true. Then again, I've got no room to complain because I'm an artist and I'm just as bad.
Google says grey with a tinge of brown. Well, if Google says so.
All right,
that's
let's
loam.
turn
Loam
on
or
my
silt.
hangar bay, vehicle hangar bay. And we'll debark right here.
Woof.
Drive assist on. Warning, mothership hull 50%. Actually, it's 41%, you idiot.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
I've got a dog translator on this voice changer thing. You know, there's actually a filter that says dog translator.
Oh God.
How's it work?
Yeah, seriously. Well, I'll show you if I can find it. Where is it? Let's see. Where is it?
That was the Gwydion slider.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have hit turning things on. Here we are. Right. Okay, you ready?
What
that's
going
what
on?
it is. Anything you say, it just turns into barks. Why? Why does it do that? But anyway,
Oh
there you
my
go.
god! Oh wow! Wow! But what did it
Anybody
say?
If you have a dog, get
I
him
have
on the stream
no idea.
right now and let your dog talk to Turgeon.
No idea.
Right?
Yes, Turgeon is now a dog whisperer. Holy crap!
Just don't ask. I have no idea.
Okay.
What do your mini?
Chewing
Oh.
a leather toy that he shouldn't be chewing. There you go. That's him.
What just happened? Did you guys cut out for a second?
I can
I
still
don't
hear
know.
you.
On
cut
the
out, we
stream,
wouldn't
can
know,
you guys
would we?
hear? Can you hear the boys? Can you hear them talking here? Check, bros. Just give a quick audio check, as I looked down and it said desktop
says
audio was
yes.
muted. Oh, okay. That's weird. I don't know why it was muted. No, they didn't cut out. Yes, all clear. Okay.
Maybe
Excellent.
just your game didn't come through or something. I don't know.
Or maybe I clicked the
Well,
wrong button.
Lucci,
Okay.
I can give you a link, but it's a software that
No,
will
that's not
end up
patch notes.
costing you money if you choose to buy it. It's one of the rare occasions where I've actually bought a piece of software that I can use. Because
Engineer notes. There we go.
I used it for this voice just recently in the last episode.
Stop it. That's creepy.
so you see,
Okay, we have got some engineer notes here. Let's see. Can I make these any bigger?
Spookster asks anyone what gives with the H not in SD. I guess it means Harry Potter left SDC. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that. Wouldn't change what he does, I'm pretty sure, but
it's flown below the radar. Who cares?
All right, ready for some patch note discussion?
I'm ready.
All right, let's bring them up. Here we go. So recently, unless you guys missed it, they did, what was it, like one of their videos? What are they calling that series now? I don't remember what they're calling it.
Which series? Beyond?
The one that Ed
What?
Lewis is doing. What they have a name for that little YouTube series that they're doing.
Discovery Scanner.
Oh, yeah.
Discovery Scanner,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That's where they discussed this in the first place, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes? No? Did either of you guys actually watch
I
it?
don't know.
I watched the first one, and I think
I
Part of
actually
the
had the
second one?
engineers one running while I was flying somewhere else, and I was just muttering at it. I had it running in the background. I was muttering at it the whole time.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I actually haven't had a chance to watch that one yet. So reading these notes, this is going to be the first time for me in hearing what's actually going on.
I didn't see the engineer one. I didn't see either, so new for me too.
Oh, thank you, JP Strider. Yeah, it is a very nice view, which is now obscured by wonderful patch notes. Okay, so anyhow, yeah, Discovery Scanner is Ed Lewis's new little live stream. It's where they talk about all the new things that are coming up and beyond, and they also talk about like how the game is made and working. It's basically his normal live streams, just with a cool new title. And I think they're going a little bit more into like technical details with some of the things that they discuss, which is cool. I think that's really cool that we get to learn a little bit about
I really
the behind the
enjoyed
scenes.
the one about the Stellar Forge because I missed that
was really cool.
talk
Yeah.
at the Frontier Expo, and I really enjoyed it on the stream.
Yeah, it was really cool actually, seeing how they do the planet surfaces and the procedural generation.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this one here is the It's engineering a better future. I'll just read a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about sort of the point notes that are in there. So, it says, "Hello, commanders. Our second outing is focused. Let's try that again." Our second outing, I need new glasses, by the way, is the Focused Feedback Forum. We're taking another look at engineering, and it's also like 5 feet away from me.
Is it your glasses?
Yeah.
Is it your glasses or is it your teeth, man? Have you got somebody else's teeth in?
Yes.
Are you wearing somebody else's teeth? Is that your problem?
Yes, that's my problem here. I put it onto this screen. It's actually much closer to my face now, and I don't have to look like 5 feet away to read it. Okay, so... first introduced in the Horizon season. For the uninitiated, Engineers allows commanders to visit a variety of eccentric scientists and mechanic. These brilliant recluses are able to upgrade ship modules beyond what's possible through standard manufacturing techniques. So if you're new to the game, there are these NPCs called Engineers, and if you go to them, which I've never done, and you bring a certain number of components and modules, they will upgrade the parts of your ship and make them better. Right now, they
will claim.
Yeah, they will take your stuff and maybe possibly upgrade it. Sometimes they may downgrade it. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Okay, it says the idea behind Engineers was to give players additional rewards for taking part in the various game activities in Elite Dangerous, with said activities awarding materials, a de facto currency for obtaining upgrades separate from credits to prevent a path of least resistance. So, the current engineer rules, as you can see on the screen, there's a quick recap. You unlock access, you have to find the first guy. After you find the first guy, you do some stuff for him. He'll unlock the other ones. And then once you get an invitation from the other ones, you have to go to them and you got to do something for them before they'll actually do something for you in return. So it's kind of like, you know...
by do something, it basically means waste a lot of money.
And time.
Every single time. It means waste a lot of money.
Waste a lot of money and a lot of time. Hold on a second. I'm hearing something in the game.
You are joking. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Like, have a deadly rank in combat.
Some of them are easier to unlock than others. So,
as they probably should be.
Yes, as they probably should be, but many of the engineers require a ridiculous time sink in order to unlock them. Then, of course, once you have them unlocked...
proportion to them.
Once you have them unlocked, there is
arbitrary unlocks.
Another huge time sink in gathering the materials that are needed for them to actually upgrade your components.
That one I don't actually mind, because you've got to be gathering something somewhere in any game.
Sure. And that's okay.
So that one I don't mind. I don't mind.
What I mind about that is that you need very specific materials for these unlocks, and some of them you also only get in very specific locations or with very specific activities.
Well,
for example, one of them is those where you have to go to ground bases and scan those beacons, and you have to go to a certain type of ground base. So for somebody who doesn't know that, it's just super random. If he might, he probably doesn't even have the item to begin with. So he can't see where to get more of it.
And although there's nothing wrong with sending people to specific locations, like maybe they want you to go there, the problem is they don't really guide you. That's it. Yeah. There's no like hand-holding in this, and the freaking galaxy is enormous. So it's like, well, where do you get it? Well, you don't know. Then you got to go online and you got to search forums. Yep. And how the first person found that crap, don't ask me. Okay, but that's just like the the Thargoid bases or anything else that's been discovered in the game. How the hell did they find it? Like, I want to know. I honestly think that all those people that had first discoveries, they're all freaking hackers. Okay, and you know, that's not that far off from a possible truth, because we know that there are people that go into the game files to find this stuff. And it wouldn't surprise me if many of the things that we found were a result of that. Anyhow, going back to the current engineering rules.
Well, yeah. Strider says in chat there, we won't have stuff like Ascorbius did with Farseer, right? Actually, yeah, you kind of will.
Yeah, you know, that's actually a really good. Let me just mention something. If you want to get an idea as to like just of kind of how, get a link for that, Turgeon, please. If you haven't done any engineering and you want to get an idea as to like what type of things you're going to need to do for engineering, here's a great video. Turgeon's going to put a link in the chat in a couple seconds here. Go check out Ascorbius's video, and you'll have some idea how engineering actually works.
Farseer.
Yes. So, excellent watch. If you haven't seen it already, you will laugh your arse off. And if you haven't, I mean, if you have, well, hey, you know what? Give it a thumbs up and leave them a comment. Let them know how much you like the video. Anyhow,
Watch it again.
Watch it again. Going back to the current engineering rules.
Yeah,
let's.
All engineering stuff will improve the given module for what it says. Like if you want something to increase your frameshift drive range, any one of those upgrades will increase your frameshift drive range. But it'll also bugger something else in the module and make it worse than the base stats.
Right now.
And beyond that, it's completely random how much better it makes it and how much worse it makes it in the other aspect.
Which is
the big problem.
Which is what we're going to look at here, where it says issues with the current system. So it says there are a few areas that we'd like to improve, like our grammar, in no small way influenced by player feedback. Okay, so potential for failure. Whilst it's cool, I love that they use whilst. They can't write the first sentence right, but they use the word whilst.
They use the word whilst.
Whilst it's cool to have pros and cons in an upgrade system, the statistical level of variety in many blueprints ends up meaning that there is a chance of an upgrade being wrecked entirely and basically not an upgrade, which undermines the whole process. Ding, ding, ding. Too much random. This is all RNG, by the way. Watch that video Scorpius has. It's great. There are multiple points where the player is left at the mercy of chance. Whilst, again, some amount of randomness is not a bad thing and can lead to interesting variety, in our crafting process we have 3. The likelihood of correct materials being generated during associated activities, the range of known statistical options, and a final hidden set of statistical options. It can be argued that this is simply too much and makes everything unnecessarily complicated. I'm sure many people would argue. I wouldn't say it can be, I would say it is argued 100%.
Yeah, certainty.
Yes, it is 100% certainty that it is complicated. And too long. Elite Dangerous is a game where scale is very important and very cool. It also means that processes take longer. Yes, tend to take longer. Everything takes longer in Elite Dangerous. This includes the engineering loop. The grand scale acts to exacerbate when the results aren't great, and even when they are, it can be argued that it's just too slow a process. So, what are they suggesting to improve the engineers? It says, with this in mind, we're looking to overhaul the system to try to achieve the following goals. Guaranteed improvement. We want to make sure that when you upgrade a module, the end result is always better. Yes, there is a significant time/resource investment in engineering, so we want to make sure that you feel it's worthwhile before you even begin, so you can make informed decisions on whether to take part or not, and also to increase efficiency. There's always going to be a significant time cost upgrading your ship, but we want to look at ways of sometimes mitigating where we think it's appropriate. So,
they got me at increased efficiency.
Yeah. Yes, greatest ever the efficient bro. So, guaranteed improvement and increased efficiency is what they're aiming for. I think that's a fantastic goal for engineers, and that's one of the reasons why I have not participated in it, is because of the time and the fact that it takes way too long to possibly get really nothing at all. Perhaps, it says Shibuka is now playing Elite Dangerous. What's up with that? I just got a message in Steam. I thought he was supposed to be celebrating a birthday and that stuff. Where is he? Is he in here?
Traitor.
How do you know? How do you know?
His light is green.
He could have just he could have shoved Des on it, or alternatively, he's got family or friends round for the birthday, and he says, this game I play. You want to see this game I play?
Oh yeah, I'm a famous YouTuber. Come look at the game that I make YouTube videos for.
Look at those stupid bros I have, which do the live stream all on their own right now.
Yeah, they suck without me. Look how bad the show is. There's nobody watching. When I'm on the show, we have 3,000 viewers.
Yeah. It could be
and we talk about way cooler stuff. Way cooler.
We'll never know.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, anyhow. Hey, Shibuka. Love you. Hope to see you back on here soon.
Yeah.
All the bros say hi. Wave hi to Shibuka, everyone. Hey.
well done for such a degree of awesome, genuine there. Well
Rodney Peter says, Josh, this ship is engineered. And Josh, if you want to look, I just wanted to show you that you can't catch me. No guns but fast. I'm 1,200 light years from you going back to Jacques. What? 1,200 light years already?
Well done.
You know what?
What's the jump range on that, Rodney?
I think in a future Brocast, I will do a, I'll do a buckyball to Colonia.
You'd better get an engineered ship first.
Well, I can't engineer a ship out here.
To be fair, I don't have much time for the engineering system as is, because I was utterly spoiled by playing Star Wars Galaxies, and anyone who's played Star Wars Galaxies will know what I mean. But the thing that I do with pretty much every ship I fly is I go and get a grade 5 frameshift drive range increase. I don't bother really with anything else. I always just get grade 5 upgrade FSD. Everything else can just, I'm not fussed, really.
All right, well, let's finish up talking about the engineer upgrades, and I'll get back onto some exploration so we're not staring at these notes the whole time. So here are the changes that they're currently investigating. They want to remove the hidden statistical variables, which is great. So no more hiding numbers in the background. You'll know exactly what you're getting. There's still going to be a range of success when you craft, but you'll be able to see the range before you commit. So that's really cool. It says one cool thing that secondary hidden statistical pros and cons did was ensure variety. Because we're losing this, we will try to ensure that each module has a set of experimental effects that allow you to tweak your module in a variety of ways, hopefully ensuring that there are a number of different options to aim for. They're also removing any potential for the crafting process to result in an upgrade that's worse than what you're currently fitting. So that's what they said as far as guaranteed improvements. So that's fantastic. You will be able to craft pin blueprints at any starport that has outfitting. Now that is a really cool idea, because before you actually had to go to the engineer if you wanted to craft that pin blueprint. Now you're going to be able to do that from any outfitting base. Now what does that mean? Does that mean you could just hop into another ship?
Before, the blueprint wouldn't even stay pinned.
Yeah?
And Turgeon, you're clacking very loudly again.
Just a second. I'll mute me mic. I'll mute me mic.
I guess it means that if you pin a blueprint, you can basically pick one blueprint you really like or you need the most from one engineer, and then also create a instance of that somewhere else, wherever you dock in outfitting. That's what it means to me.
That also means that you don't have to keep bringing your other ships back to the engineer if you want to upgrade them. You can just switch to your whatever ship you want to, have it pinned on, you go to your outfitting screen, and then put the module on that ship as well. Before we continue, let me just take a quick second and say, hey everyone, welcome to the Brocast. You're watching the Brocast. It's a Sunday show we do every Sunday from 3 p.m. until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Turgeon is muted at the moment. He'll probably unmute his mic for this. My name's Commander Josh Hawkins. I'm joined by Commander Greytest.
Hello, Nian.
And Commander Turgeon Starstone, who...
Trogan Starbuck.
That guy right there. His mic is muted, but his soundboard still works. If you're just joining in, we are taking a look at the engineering changes for Elite Dangerous. We're just wrapping up some discussion on that. You missed a little bit of discussion about Santa Claus and weed earlier, but you can always go back and watch the show, because right after the show, it's going to go up on the YouTube channel. If you are here for the first time, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And if you're here for the second, third, or 100th time, which many of you guys are, thanks for being a supporter of the Brocast. The show will be going on for about another hour, and once we finish up with talking about engineers, we will get back to discussing other random bless you things.
Oh dear, I thought I was still muted.
All I hear is like dripping sounds.
Sorry,
now, what is that dripping sounds I'm hearing? That's disgusting. So, if this is your first time watching the Brocast and you're enjoying the show, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, make sure to turn notifications on. So the subscriber notifications, that little bell next to the like or subscribe button.
Also, Josh, check admin real quick for a second.
And also, I will check admin for a second real quick.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
Yeah, everyone, that whole grandfathering thing is a thing. I reckon they should make a durability stat attached to those, essentially, so that ones that are uber rolls before their change will stay on your ship, but if you take module damage, you can't repair it, and eventually it'll wear out and you'll just have to ditch it in favour of a new one. That would be cool. because then you could still use it, but you could only have a finite lifespan on it, and you'd have to store it and think, oh, it's down to 40%.
You should be putting that on the forums as a suggestion.
I should. No one will listen to it, though. They never listen to me.
They're going to be like, oh, what, degrading modules? Screw you, you bastard.
Yeah. I put a lot of time and effort into that module.
That's a very dangerous topic.
It is.
Looking at other games, for example, the first one that comes to mind right now is Zelda Breath of the Wild. There you also have... No, it really is, because you also have weapons there, which... Like, every weapon in this game will decay. Like, you use it a couple of swings, and it will break apart. And that was a big discussion point in the community.
Well, a couple swings, yeah. I mean, obviously, you want to get more than a couple.
You have, some last longer, some don't.
It's like Final Fantasy when you got the glass sword. You could use it once, and you do like 1,000,000 damage, but that's it. It breaks after that, and you can never use it ever again. We don't want modules. You know what? That would be kind of cool, like one-shot modules. Imagine that. You get the ultimate upgrade, and you can only use it once. But anyhow, that's not what they're showing here in the notes. That's just a topic of conversation we could discuss afterwards. Let's finish up these patch notes and move on. So we got the pin blueprints that you can do at any outfitting state, well, any starport that has outfitting, which is really cool. You won't gain reputation with the engineer, and it won't be able to fit experimental effects at that point, but it can considerably reduce the upgrading crafting loop. Experimental effects will no longer have a chance to occur during the upgrade process. Instead, each experimental effect will simply have a materials cost that you can pay to have it fitted to an appropriate module. This means that there's no way you can lose reputation ranks with an engineer. I don't know about the reputation losing, but I think that's a really cool idea, is being able to say, like, hey, I want this experimental effect, and I've gathered the materials for it, so put it on. It makes way more sense. I mean, this guy's an engineer. This is one of the complaints about the engineers that people had. It's like, this guy's an engineer. Obviously, he's experimenting, but he's not just going to be like,
like the current system where you lose like 2 ranks if you want to have a certain
cost
effect. That just doesn't make any sense, because like, why would the engineer suddenly like you less only because you want a certain thing from him?
You wanted something that they specialize in.
It's like, hey, can you...
that they enjoy making.
Hey, dude, I love what you just did to my ride. Do you think you could pop that on there? Yeah, I'll do it, you goddamn bastard. You take more of my time. Screw you. Don't ever come back here again. Like, what?
Yeah, you know, guy, I love putting special effects on your guns, but I hate you. Okay, thanks.
Do you know how many other people I have to upgrade, and now you want me to do more work? That, you know what? That just reminds me.
I love it.
That you literally just reminded me of what's written on my wall right behind my camera. And as you said that I hate you, I looked at my camera and I see the words "I hate you" written on my wall. Oh God, it's so weird. For those of you who weren't here when I talked about that, on the wall behind my monitor, there was a little boy who lived in this room before I rented this apartment, and he wrote the words "I hate you" on the wall. And I only notice it. It's literally as if I look at my camera, it's just to the right of my camera. So every time I look there, I see "I hate you." It's just a reminder.
I hate you.
So
in a little kid voice,
and it's like scribbled in kid writing too. It's like not even like it's like "I hate you." It's like with the you know, the E backwards.
I hate you.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
There you go. Like that. Like that. Little child voice for you. There you go.
All right. Patch note says, we will institute a materials trader at specific starports. These contacts will allow you to trade at loss materials within the same class.
Shabuka appears.
What? What's that I hear?
Shabuka appears. Yo! It's a wild Shabuka, everybody.
Oh, there he is.
I'm just popping on for a second to say hello. I am completely and utterly exhausted, and I have a terrible headache. I'm
so you don't
not throwing. I'm not throwing another birthday party for 15 years.
You have a child ache? Is that it?
That was one of the most exhausting experiences of my entire life.
So on Desmond's 15th birthday, you're going to be like, all right, now you get to have a birthday.
16th. 15 years from now.
16th. Yeah, he's going to
as Shelby and I have talked about it, He gets two birthday parties, 1 and 16, and that's it.
I can hear the conversation now when he's about 10 years old. Dad, I don't understand. All my friends at school have birthday parties. How come I don't have a birthday party? Well, son. Well, son.
Off a bridge, would you do it too?
Well, son, our religion doesn't allow birthday parties. It's just the way that it is.
All my friends get parties. Where's my party? All my friends get parties.
Yeah, it's coming. You know it's
wonders.
coming.
That's doing wonders for my headache turd.
It's coming.
Absolutely.
But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop in, say hello, say that I'm sorry I missed today's show.
You know what's funny is
man,
my sister's
well
son, my nephew, is having his second birthday party today. As a matter of fact, it's his second.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I called my sister earlier this morning as I was driving, and I completely forgot. I'm like, so what are you guys up to today? She's like, I'm preparing for Henry's birthday party, and I was like, oh, right, birthday party. Forgot all about that. Funny thing was, when she answered the phone, this is what she said. She goes, I said, hey, Jess, how's it going? She's like, oh, God, I'm in a bit of a fog right now. I was like, what do you mean you're in a bit of a fog? Like, I didn't understand. Like, you driving through fog? And she's like, no, I just woke up when you called. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, what do you guys do today? She's like, I'm preparing for Henry's birthday party. I'm like, so you were sleeping? She's like, I'm gonna have to get off the phone. I have so much to do. I'm like, so you were taking a nap? Right. I mean, okay, granted, Jess, if you're listening or if you're watching the show, which I know you're not because you're hosting a birthday party, she just had a brand new baby, like literally like a month ago. So she has 2 kids and she's juggling that and preparing a birthday party. So I don't blame her for being tired, but it was just kind of funny. Anyhow,
yeah, really.
Happy birthday, Desmond, and happy birthday to my nephew Henry as well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I am going to do some relaxed editing on an unnamed series.
Unnamed?
And, you know,
it's very unnamed.
No spoilers.
Not further defined.
All right. I did the scared face again. All right, Shibuka, thanks for popping in. Everyone wave bye to Shibuka. Say bye, Shibuka.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. See you later. Bye. Love you.
And I will leave you with this. America.
That was very anticlimactic.
That was like the most. That's how most of America feels right now. Moving right along, we've got a couple more patch notes. So there's no losing reputation. The material trader is going to be at target starports. That's kind of cool. You'll be able to trade materials, and we're going to add a quality and quantity indicators for materials in the game world. So you'll be able to see at a glance how much you have of material without having to check your inventory. Finally, we add an ignore function for materials and commodities, allowing you to mine and collect more efficiently by preventing collector limpets from picking up ignored items and auto-venting refineries. Okay, they don't mention... No, not hooray. There's absolutely nothing on there that says that you can turn them off on the radar display.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
I would like to see in chat how many people are freaking frustrated with the thousands of materials that pop up in combat zones with no way to disable that.
To be honest, I don't mind the materials that much because they do decay after like 2 minutes.
Modules, materials, whatever it is.
I do very much mind the freaking missiles, especially if you have someone with pack hounds, because your whole radar just turns white.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to see the missile on the radar. Why would I?
Well, maybe in future you'll be able to target them and shoot them. I mean, I know that that you have like your turrets that can do that, but maybe that's why they have to show up.
That's another point. Like, if I cycle through my targets, I don't want to cycle through every single missile currently flying like 20 kilometers away from me. That's just...
Balrog UK says, I'm too busy screaming to look at my radar. Now, what type of scream is it? Is it like, oh my god, I'm gonna die? Or is it like a, yes, look at all those materials? Okay, finally, grandfathering. It says a lot of you will already have engineered items. We will grandfather these. This means you can still use them. Their statistics and effects won't be changed. However, if you want to apply further upgrades to them, they will have to be converted. Conversion will take them at the top of the previous rank and would change all statistics and effects to represent the new blueprint. In general, we want to try to make sure that the new blueprints can max out slightly better than the old system. There was something in here as well. Where is it? Oh, we missed this one. We'll introduce a per material storage cap, probably around the 100 mark, to remove inventory shuffling. Now, I read something about that. It said for the yes, hold on. There are a lot of people that have way more than 100 materials stored on their ship. So from what I understand is that the people who do have that are not going to lose their materials. What will happen is you will be able to maintain the quantity that you have until you dip below the cap, but you won't be able to gather any more.
What's the point of this? To remove inventory shuffle?
I think, well, I don't know. Maybe it's a database thing. Maybe they are trying to do this to encourage the starport traders to more trade. I have no idea, but I mean, obviously they have a reason.
Oh, hold on. They mean they will have a per material cap.
Yes.
But remove the overall cap.
It doesn't say that.
That's what General Ghost just said in chat. Not just 500 total, but 100 per material. Then I'm all for it, because I'm always maxing out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 100 things per material. Right.
Okay, if they remove the 500 total cap, then yeah, I'm all for it. But not if they don't, or at least raise it significantly. Because I'm still running into these caps every single time, all the time. It's so annoying.
All right. Well, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, there are the patch notes in their entirety for the Beyond Engineering changes that are totally unconfirmed as far as whether they will 100% be in the game exactly the way that they are in these notes, or if they'll be changed a little bit further before Beyond goes live. But that's the general idea that Frontier is aiming for the Beyond Engineer patch notes. Moving right along, I do want to show you guys something else. This is completely off topic, but let me get rid of those. So the other day, actually yesterday, my wife prepared a very special dinner for me that I want to show you guys. It's very very special dinner. Turgeon saw it on my Facebook, so he knows.
I did. God, no.
And I got a video of it.
In Thai glory.
I actually have video of me eating this, which eventually, as I get back into making more YouTube videos, I'll put this into like a future Hawkins Tuesdays once that resumes. Anyhow, I do want to show this because for anyone who has a spouse or partner that is from a foreign country with very strange foods, you may have had to change your diet a little bit and try new things. So she's from Vietnam, and I mean, anyone who may have been to Southeast Asia probably knows that they have some very strange things, and I've eaten some strange things already. I'll tell you that some of the stranger stuff that I've eaten, I've had pork tendon. That was interesting. I ate a fish eyeball. That was interesting as well. I prefer both of those to the following, and I will show you what that is in just a second here. Let me pull up a picture of it. Oh, hold on a second. That's not the right picture. No, well, what is that? Anyhow, here, quick, let me, there we go. There we go. There it is, right there. So, yeah, yummy. If you don't know what those are Vietnamese chicken fingers. Not quite like the chicken fingers you get at the restaurant here in Canada. I go as nice breaded chicken fingers. No, these are actual chicken fingers. Minus the claws, of course, which she cuts right off. So,
well, I mean, that's not fair. They look almost like food in that shot. It's a preparation shot you don't want to see.
Yeah, you don't want to see the preparation. I have a video of her cutting the fingers, well, the tips of the claws right
Horrid.
off. Yeah, and the sound, it sounds like, you know, someone who's trying to hide a body, like, oh, we gotta cut him into pieces. Yeah, it's awful.
It's horrid because they were so pink and finger-like. It was like chopping up little babies' fingers, like children's fingers, so with a very sharp knife chopping the end.
Yeah, I was playing with them before she started. I was like high-fiving them.
You
and
were.
like, I was like, high five!
Dinosaur feet.
Yeah, that's what they look like. They look like little dinosaur feet. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about these because there was something very interesting about these chicken legs. So first of all, there is also white meat chicken in there, and these are deep fried, so they're not, well, they were still kind of tender. She was trying to get them crispy. She said they're much better when they're crispy, and I could see how they probably would be.
They would only be any good crispy, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'll tell you what it's like, okay? And I've learned since I mean, we're carnivores, right? And why are these any different than eating the ass of a cow or the nose of a cow, which you eat in hot dogs? You know, I mean, don't ask what's in hot dogs. Chicken feet are probably like way better than half the crap that's in hot dogs. But anyhow, moving right along to what they taste like, I can tell you that well, there's not much to them, really. If you've had a chicken wing, and there you go, there's another weird part. We eat the wing, why not eat the feet, right? It's the exact same damn thing. The only difference between the feet and the wing is that there's no meat in these things. There literally is no meat at all.
That's my trouble.
It's like a chicken wing without the meat.
I was telling my brother about this, and he said, well, you know, if you were to like eat a robin in the garden, a little songbird, if you were to go, I'm going to eat a robin, you'd pick it up by its little stick-like legs, and you'd eat the rest of it and then throw the stick-like legs away, because they're stick-like legs. You don't eat them. That's like
the chicken, I mean, like, when you feel them before they're cooked, there's like padding on them, and you think, okay, well, there's meat in there, those ought to be good, but it's not. It's just skin. It's really thick skin,
very thick
and then
skin.
underneath it's tendons, so like you can kind of see the tendons in there. I can't show you, the mouse won't show you on there, but the tendons are kind of like in the wrist part of it, and if you look on there, they kind of stick out. They look like little things sticking out of the feet that are split open.
Josh,
so
I think Chad has quite enough of this.
I just want to tell you what they taste like, okay? It's like eating a chicken wing without the meat. You know how the skin on a chicken wing tastes? It actually tastes pretty good. The weird part is just
if it's covered in the Colonel's special spices. Yes.
Well, these are covered in all kinds of spices. And the only weird thing is like when you put it in your mouth and the fingers are like grabbing you by the face and you're like trying to get the knuckle and you gotta like find where it is between the knuckle of the finger and then bite down and split the knuckle off, and you're eating the chicken finger and like it's pretty horrible. Anyway, I'm gonna take that picture off. And
I'll leave that to my cat.
Darn, there's that other picture again.
That's half of Chad gone.
Hold on a sec, I got to get this. What is this picture? Okay, there we'll get that picture off there.
Leave that to my cats.
Leave that to your cats. Okay, so now that that's done, what have we got? We've got a half an hour of exploration left. Let's go ahead and explore. What else do we have to talk about? Anything else that we need to talk about? Whoa, icy planet, low G's, and broken HOTUS, throttle busted. So, proceed to boarding point.
We could always grumble more about engineering. I never get tired of grumbling about it. I still think I should make my video about everything that's wrong with engineering one of these days. I might just do that. Because it's not going to get any better, because they're not fixing it. They're just putting, like I say, this is band-aids on a hemorrhage. It's not going to work.
We need to torture Josh with a challenge already. I got the one chip challenge up here, which I still haven't done.
Oh yeah, that has to be done.
Yeah,
I mean, after eating chicken legs, how bad could it be?
Yeah, there it is. There's the Packy one chip challenge. Yay! This will be done. See, it's not forgotten. It's sitting right here on top of my desk.
Yeah, it's been sitting there for like a year now.
Yes, it has. Well, hey, do you want to eat it?
Guys,
do you want to eat it? Because you're welcome to come and eat one. I think that you guys should get one too, and we should all eat them at the same time.
If you pay for the flight, anytime.
I've got an amusing challenge. I think Josh should put on his girliest voice, record a sound file, and send it to me, and I'll run it through Tirjana's filter and see what it sounds like.
My girliest voice is still too manly.
You have to turn your fry off.
I can't turn off the fry. Ablative is saying one chip.
Well, you can compensate. You can compensate for it. But yeah, that's what you should do.
The Packy one chip challenge. I'll show you. See inside. Well, here we go. Inside this box.
Spider says, "Oh my god, I tried the no scan challenge on my trip. That was so hard."
God.
Go tell Josh about that.
No.
Yeah, don't. Let's not talk about that. It hurts.
What's his jump range?
It hurts just thinking about it.
It's about 30, isn't it? Your jump range?
About 30. Yeah.
Yeah, about 30.
So very quickly, here it is. The one chip sealed in there. It says fear the Reaper, and there's no turning back once you enter homemade hell. I don't know if you guys can see that on there, but anyhow, the Reaper is awaiting any last words. It comes in a tombstone or a coffin-shaped box. It's the Packy one chip challenge. It's made with an extract from the Carolina Reaper. It says this chip is crazy hot and not for the faint of heart or stomach. Heat seekers may eat at their own risk. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. If the heat is too much for you, try drinking milk or eating ice cream. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin, or are pregnant. That scares me, okay? Like
the pregnant part.
Like the pregnant part?
Are you pregnant?
What if I'm pregnant? How do I know? I could be pregnant. I could be pregnant.
For all you know, Josh could be pregnant and he doesn't even know.
It also says,
There's something he's not telling us. There's something he's not telling us.
It also says, do not eat if you have any medical condition. It doesn't say, it just says any medical condition. So it doesn't say like bad heart or anything. Any medical condition. Like basically stay away. Keep out of reach of children.
Spine, vertebrae, pain, trouble thing.
After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Yeah. Oh my god. I just ate this chip. I think I'm gonna go touch my sensitive areas.
I need a whiz. I need a whiz. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't do that. Never do that.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so we're gonna eat this on a live stream.
Any mucous membrane.
Any sensitive areas.
Any mucous membrane, yeah.
Yeah, don't pick your nose, don't touch your eyes, and certainly don't go take a whiz. Okay, any condition. Explosive diarrhea, says Raw Power. That could be considered a medical condition. No, that's what you're hoping you don't have afterwards, because you don't want that in liquid form coming out. That is going to be very, very bad. Anyhow, let's not talk about that. That's terrible. Might cause projectile vomiting. Yeah, that's true. Some people do throw up intensely when they eat very spicy food.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
I do not. I will tell you, I mean, those chicken fingers or legs or whatever the hell you want to call it were extremely spicy. She put, I think, she said 15... Thai peppers, Thai chilies in there, and she made a sauce to dip them into that had cut up. Oh God, I don't even remember what they are. It's not the Carolina Reaper. It's another ghost peppers, the ghost bell peppers. She had cut up ghost peppers, regular pepper, sugar, and some other spice in there. So you're dipping these already extremely spicy into another spicy sauce. I mean, even she was like. Yeah, they were hot. They were hot. Heat factor 10,000. Probably not as hot as
warning, thermal damage detected.
Yeah, Commander Josh was at 40% yesterday after eating those chicken fingers. They were. I loved the spiciness, so I'm gonna see how I handled that chip. We'll see. It could be good, it could be bad.
Deploying heatsink, cockpit fills with milk.
Social Hazard says, does she not like you?
No, she likes
I think
me.
what it is, this is a setup, you see. It's a long-term setup. Get him used to these spicy foods, and then when she poisons him, he's not going to notice. And she can collect on the life insurance. You see? There you go.
I'm going to tell you, well, okay, no, the spicy food is just an everyday thing. That's everything I eat is spicy.
It is,
All Vietnamese food is spicy.
Yeah.
I will say, however, the things like chicken feet, or pork tendon or fish eyeballs. When my friends come over, I'm like, she's like, oh, should I cook? And I'm like, yeah, let's cook them some Vietnamese food. She's like, what should we cook? And I go, let's make them pork tendon. And she goes, no way. And I'm like, what do you mean, no way? She's like, no, that's not for our friends. I'm like, what do you mean that's not for our friends? Like, they don't deserve pork tendon? She's like, no, that's just for you. I'm like, okay, so I'm special. She's like, then she tells me, she's like, well, not everyone would like pork tendon. I'm like, yeah, but you made me eat it. And she's like, yeah, that's because when you come to Vietnam, you got to be used to the foods, but we don't want to feed pork tendon to our friends because they're not going to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, okay, great. So no fish eyeballs for the friends, no pork tendon, no chicken feet. I will tell you, there is something else in Vietnam that's absolutely ridiculous, and I tried this, and I will not eat it. It is something I will not eat again, and if you haven't heard of it, it's called the durian fruit. Anyone familiar with that in chat? If you know durian fruit, if you've eaten durian fruit, put it in chat. I want to see hashtag durian in chat right now if you've eaten before. Durian is like one of the smelliest fruits in the world.
The smell, yeah, that's the packaging, really. It's not the actual thing itself.
No, it is the fruit. It is the fruit. It's awful. It is the fruit itself. It smells like rotten egg and gasoline mixed together. That's the only way to describe it. It smells like rotten egg and gasoline that someone mixed, swallowed, and then farted into a cup. It's just like, ugh, ugh, ugh. I don't gag at food, but I can't. It lingers. It just lingers. In fact, in Vietnam, they have banned durian fruit from buses and planes and like public modes of transportation. You cannot bring this on a bus or a plane, and there's a reason for it. It's freaking awful. So we go to a Vietnamese restaurant.
Jacob says, "How does it taste? It tastes like caramel cream. A slimy caramel cream is what it tastes like."
Well. Okay.
If you can get past the sewer gas that it's wrapped in.
Yeah, exactly. The sewer gas is freaking disgusting. Bird nest soup, yeah, social hazard. I don't know if I would try bird nest soup. That's pretty disgusting to you. That's made from like the hardened saliva of some type of cave swallow. It's disgusting, disgusting. They vomit it. They vomit up into like a secretion that they vomit up that turns hard, and they make a nest out of it, and they literally harvest these nests off the inside of cave walls and then like melt it into a soup.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
But
that's like eating a wasp's nest made out of paper. What would
well, you know what? Listen, we shouldn't judge. We shouldn't judge. Everyone, I'm sure everyone in chat loves honey, right? We all love honey.
Bee vomit.
Bee vomit. There you go. Bee vomit. Okay. And we all, I mean, I'm sure many people in chat love cheese. Do you know how they catalyze milk to curd into cheese? They use an insect vomit as well. It's like a liquid taken from a bug, and they use that to catalyze the milk to curd into cheese. It's freaking disgusting. But I mean, we don't think about these things. We just eat them. So, here, is this a water world here? Looks like a water world. So yeah, bee vomit, delicious. I love bee vomit. It's one of my favorite things. I have loads of bee vomit.
Is that a water world, or is that one of those nitrogen and ice worlds? Let's find out.
Rasenche says, "F honey, F milk."
Yeah.
Thank you for ruining cheese for me, raw power.
I think that's not right, Josh. I don't know where you got that from, but the cheese I know is made, is catalyzed with like a secretion of the stomach of calves.
Oh, is it the stomach of calves? Yeah, okay, well there's different. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. That's way better than the secretion from the bug.
In German, it's called Lab.
Okay, I think
Yeah, you
that
have to
could be
chop
what
up-
it is.
Chop up little lambs. Get the rennet out and put that in the cheese. Or use some weird locust bean derivative for the vegetarians that never quite works properly.
Okay, so you know what?
Yeah,
Maybe that's
mostly
what it
it's
was.
Chopped up carbs.
Liquid from the
Chopped up
inside of a
carbs, yeah.
calf's stomach. Yeah, it's like, but that's it. It's like an acidic sort of liquid. But I think that they get it from bugs as well. I could have been mistaken on that. I thought I read that it came from like a wasp or something.
They probably do. They probably make
Today's
a
broadcast is
meat-friendly
brought to you
version.
by Santa Claus, the legalization of weed, and vomit-inducing
food. Yeah.
And that's why you guys keep coming back for more.
210 people would recommend again.
Has anyone ever seen black pudding being made? Well, actually, my sister-in-law's family actually had a black pudding making.
Black pudding or blood sausage.
Yeah, literally barrels of blood. Literally,
blood sausage, haggis.
And by God, it tastes good. Fried black pudding.
How about head cheese? There's another wonderful one. Head cheese. It is a water world. Hooray! Look at that, a water world near the core.
Oh, good.
Who likes head cheese? Yum, yum, yum. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. I'm not even going to tell you. It's too disgusting.
Tapeworm eggs.
Tapeworm
Well, if you want to go on a
eggs.
crash diet,
Good
that's
Lord.
Vegas Slimweed. Vegas Slimweed for you. Rare commodity in Elite Dangerous does the same job. Vegas Slimweed.
We're going to change the name of today's show to the Brocast. All right. That's enough disgusting. Okay, guys. We don't have to talk about all of this stuff. That's enough. Thargoid vomit. Isn't that what grows barnacles? Yeah, maybe. It's like a thargoid vomity secretion. Can we show that moth larva again? I'm sure one can eat them. Ray, it wasn't a moth larva. It was a moth's reproductive organs.
It was, yeah.
That was
a very adult moth.
It was the equivalent of a moth's glittery thong.
You think that's weird? Go look up the. Look. I don't want to say that here. We've said this on Brocast before. Go look up duck penis. Okay. There's an interesting thing. There's one that's like there's a very particularly funny video. I should find it. I'm gonna link it in chat for anyone who wants to watch it. Hold on a second.
Oh boy.
It's hilarious. No, you will absolutely love it. I swear you will. I would show it on the video here.
Now you're making an argument for having Brocast after dark, aren't you?
This is something that would be perfect for the Brocast after dark. I just have to see. Is this the right one?
So much nope in chat right now. No,
you guys want to see this. You do. It's ridiculous. And I think it's narrated by like Morgan Freeman or something. I'm pretty sure it is, as a matter of fact. No, it's not Morgan Freeman. It's a guy that sounds like Morgan Freeman, though.
Nabil Chauli, I'm 100% sure Josh will reach elite rank when he comes back, because he has also collected quite a few new scans, and they give like 10 times the amount of money, so it shouldn't be too hard for him to hit elite.
Here, I think this is it.
It's about the duck.
Yes. This is it. Okay, it's called True Facts About the Duck. Here, I'll just let you listen to just one quick little bit of it here.
Here we will
explore. Blazer says, "I thought this was Brocast."
Here we will explore the true facts about the duck. I'm gonna link this in chat. I'm linking it in chat. Here you go. Go enjoy it. No, this is an incredible video. It's got 7.5 million views. It says not for children. And the comments in the chat is like, I'm gonna start saying I'm hung like a duck. Makes me feel better about duck hunting. Oh god. Okay, I want to hear what you guys say about that video. And then if you haven't seen this guy, Z Frank, he does true facts about a lot of different animals. This one's actually fantastic about the duck, but he has true facts about the octopus, true facts about the mantis shrimp, true facts about like all these weird things. And he does kind of sound like Morgan Freeman. So watch that video, tell me what you think. Once you finish watching it, leave your comments in the chat. I want to hear what you say. True facts about the dung beetle is a good one too, says Rev Logos. So there you go. Go check that one out. Okay. True facts about the duck. It's funny the way he narrates them. They're really good. I would love to do videos like that, but I'm just not funny enough. I got a guy at work I would love to bring on the Brocast. This guy is one of the funniest guys I know. His name's Andrew. He would love this show, and he would fit right in. Duck dangerous. Wash out my eyes.
This
Says
show?
Spooky a lot.
This show or the After Dark version?
Oh, the After Dark version for sure.
Yeah.
For a free orca, follow Josh's link. Yes, there you go. Free orca if you follow my link. Go follow the true facts about the duck video link. You'll love it, guys. I'm not kidding. You'll love it. It's great. Just hopefully you don't have a 3D monitor. That's all.
Ugh. You're a sick man.
You should watch it too, Turgeon. There's no reason that you shouldn't.
No.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Steve Shaw's watched it.
I've got a cold. I feel bad enough as it is. I'm not watching that.
You'll laugh the cold right out after watching it. I'm serious. That video is the cure for colds. Alright, let's see if we can find some interesting places in the next 15 minutes as we explore the center of the galaxy, which is what we've been doing. Maybe we'll get interdicted or something along the way. Greytest, are you watching it right now? Yes, you are.
No, I'm reading chat. Run all dogs from now on.
Run.
Oh, yeah.
What? Run over all dogs.
Over all dogs from now on, says Blake.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah, comedian Stuart Lee said that ducks are the only creature that reproduce by gang rape. So,
yeah, ducks and geese, actually. When I was a kid, I volunteered at a camp, and they had like a farm, and I worked on the farm, cleaning up the stalls and herding the animals in and out every day. And ducks and geese, I mean, like, when they go at it, the male duck just, like, they bite the female duck. They bite her, like, hold her with their beak, bite her hard, and then they go at it. It's like, oh my god, the poor female ducks. And then once you watch this video,
yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah, says, what do you think of Donald Duck now, eh?
He's a sick duck, let me tell you.
Not quite the same now, eh? Yeah.
Right? Sick bastard.
Yeah.
Donald Duck, no! Miriam Levy, what did I just watch? I can't look at ducks the same.
No, the thing about not looking at ducks the same is it's the one where they're all wearing dog masks, isn't it? That changes your perception of them forever.
Josh learned all his sexual technique from observing the ducks. No, but you know what? It's funny. Wasn't there like a famous sportscaster who lost his job and got fired because he like picked up a prostitute and was like biting her really hard? I don't remember who that was, but he's this was years ago. Any real sports fans should know who this guy was.
We really need to talk about this.
Well, no, because we're talking about ducks biting the female ducks. This is what this guy did. He got fired for it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There you go. I've put the link in chat
equal
there.
dog
Ducks,
masks.
Dog masks.
Marv Alberts. There we go. Thank you, Ablatives. Yeah, it was Marv.
Everybody knows that.
I think he's a guy who's like, yes, yes.
Once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. The duck's dog mask thing.
This stream is rated M for mature.
No, one of these days we probably will do an After Dark, and that'll be somewhat the same, but with more beeps in it. Yeah.
Jacob Hayden's comment, the ShamWow guy. Yeah, that's true. There was him too. All these guys, like, jeez.
12 minutes left, gentlemen. Maybe you can switch the topics somewhat for the...
Why bother at this point? May as well just ride the wave, you know? Ride the wave, man. Just go with the flow. Eddie Murphy, there's another one who picked up a hooker and got caught. I was just giving her a ride home, officer! Oh my god, come on, Eddie, really?
Starbucks says, This stream is proof that ED need to get their bloody fingers up the plot development.
Yeah, give us more content and plot development, or this is what you'll get every week. Right?
I know, right? Blame it on Frontier.
Yeah.
or just blame Ascorbius if you want to. That's fine, dude.
I totally blame Frontier. Like, look at what you have brought us to, Frontier. There's nothing in the game to talk about aside from things that may happen in the future. So we have to talk about duck rape, okay? Jesus.
Fantastic.
Subscribe now for more duck rape on next week's episode of the Brocast.
Oh, God.
Poor Grey Test.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm
I know
suffering
your
right now,
young
but it's okay.
ears. Your young ears. Alright.
There's 3 guys, 1 duck still planned.
That's what Shibuka's working very hard on right now, by the way. And did I just say hard on?
Yeah,
oh my god.
Oh.
I gotta watch what I say. I gotta watch what I say when we're talking about rape.
Yeah, because I'll do this.
Alright. Shibuka's working very hard.
Hard on.
He's working very hard on that video.
Every time. I will.
Okay. Anyone under 18 watching the show? Hashtag under 18 in the chat right now.
Better that than running the Turgener After Dark ads.
Come on, this is YouTube. You turn on YouTube, half of the people who watch PewDiePie are like 15 years old, and watch what he talks about. I mean, give us a break. We don't swear on the Brocast, but we can't guarantee
we try not
that
to.
the topic of conversation may not be just a little over the edge of mature sometimes.
Not mature.
Yeah, or not mature.
Immature.
Immature. Hashtag immature. Hashtag 18 I'm broken, says Uthrid Ragnarsson. Well, sorry. You guys are sticking around, so I mean there must be something good about what we're talking about. Under 30. Yeah, there you go.
They watch the beautiful lights on your screen, that's all. They probably all got you muted.
We have met Rasenche, so we know that he can handle the bros. He handled us in real life. play that dirty music again, Turgeon. Rasenche handled us good. Oh yeah. Started off in a bar with drinks.
Yeah, I bet you guys had a king-size bed, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. King-size table. It was me, Shibuka, Mars, and Rasenche was at the table. Who else did we have at that table? We had the Space Loach with us. The Space Loach was a slut.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Space Loach got passed around. That thing never even touched the ground.
Did it have a corkscrew shape?
Yes, it was an explosive corkscrew Space Loach.
Right.
That's right. If you guys were there, you know what we're talking about. Sounds like a party. Yeah, it was a party. That was the elite meet in Boston. And we met a whole bunch of people there. Zach and Ed were there. Sandy was there. We met the whole Frontier team that was working on Planet Coaster as well. That was a really, really cool meetup. And we had a lot of fun. And we got very drunk.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Why do I hear the duck?
What?
Who's
know.
watching
What
the duck video? Someone's watching the duck video.
Don't look at me. That's
True facts about the duck. I know
Test.
someone's watching
Not
it.
me.
Is that Grey Test?
I did watch it,
100%.
but I do not know how that would go through you guys because I have my earplugs plugged in, you know.
That's weird. I heard a true facts about the duck.
No, I didn't watch it from the beginning,
Burnt
so that
into
must have
your
been
brain.
something else. Maybe it started up in the background for you somewhere.
Well, listen, we've got 7 minutes left. I've got 57,000 light seconds to fly out to this ammonia world. So, that's right. I am a true explorer. I'm not scanning and jumping. I'm not honking and jumping, you bastards. You make me honk and jump. Can't believe it. Look at this ammonia world just sitting right there. No monetization stream. You know what's funny is my Astroneer stream from, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? That one got a flag for no monetization. It said, I was like, what the hell did we say in that?
We couldn't work out. I don't know what did that.
It's interesting because we talk about duck penises here, and it's apparently fine, right?
I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about duck penises on the Brocast to get demonetized.
What is not fine then? YouTube can be so weird.
I don't know. I don't know how exactly they filtered it. I mean, like, we don't swear on the Brocast, and I mean, there's nothing really that bad about what we talk about, but apparently, yeah, the Astroneer one. And Astroneer, what the hell, Astroneer? We were just like,
I mean, Astroneer is the stream whatever voting stuff, the awards. Is it over already? I didn't check.
What?
Hold on, I'm opening Steam right now.
It was up for some award, wasn't it? Maybe it's because it says ass at the beginning. I don't know.
YouTube's algorithm is stupid as ASF, says Jacob. Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Certainly stupid as.
100% agreed.
It seems to be over because it's not on the front page anymore. There was like this award thing going on.
Spooky Alon says, could be because you mentioned the zebra balls. That's true. We did talk about zebra balls because they have them in the game. Why would you have something called zebra balls in the game? Yes, that's right, YouTube. Duck penises is also a commodity in Elite Dangerous if your algorithm is paying attention at all. So don't demonetize this video. I'd hate to lose the $2 I'll make off of it. I won't be able to feed myself. Thank you very much, YouTube. Damn zebra balls. Taking it straight up the asp. That's right. Does it filter text as well? That's a good question, but the text is only in, like, I don't think it can see the text on the stream.
On the thumbnail it does. If you have words on the thumbnail that are inappropriate, it will flag the video, but I do not think it goes through all the stream, or maybe just... I can't imagine it would follow chat. That would be too much.
No, you can't be responsible for what people write in chat. That's something completely separate. And the chat that goes on screen, I just don't see it filter. Like, I don't think the algorithm is that good that it can recognize text on a screen. No, I don't think so.
At least not in that size. Maybe if you had something bigger, it maybe could. I don't know. I have no clue what it's capable of.
Andy P, wow, you get $2 for that? Actually, no, I was exaggerating. It's more like $1.25 per Brocast episode. So, and we split the $1.25 between all four of us. So,
naturally, I'm still waiting for that payment. By the way,
yeah, any payment at all.
I owe you guys all like a whopping $10 each.
Must be by now. Terrible. Yeah.
It's amazing. Yay, YouTube. We could be doing this on... If we did this on Twitch, we would actually make money.
Yeah, probably. Talking about that, you do actually owe me something still.
I do? I do. You're right, for the book. For the book. Yeah, I told you you have to remind me after the show so that I can transfer it to you. Hold on, I want to calculate something. We've had 52 episodes. I think we only started making $1.25 per episode, maybe like 6 months in. So
yeah, at the beginning it was.
You're gonna start rattling a keyboard.
I mean, before you guys had me on stream, it was unusable, basically, right?
So we've made a whole whopping $30 from the Brocast from YouTube. That's about it. If you calculate that out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why not Twitch? Well, it's a good question.
Yeah, why not Twitch?
You have to keep in mind that the whole subscriber base, that
video froze again.
They are all on YouTube, and YouTube you have more of a cooperation and tie-in chances, I say, on YouTube, I would say, with the creative community, because the large part of the creative community on
Hold on, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can, yeah, I can.
My video and
Unfortunately,
thing cut out again. Hold on, it's this. It's my video camera for some reason is screwing
up. It can't
up.
stand your face.
Hold on, let's see if it reactivates.
Okay.
She is a froze.
That's what she said.
There we go. Okay.
Also, yeah, General Ghost is not. It's not so much about what YouTube does or doesn't do for us. It's what me can make happen on that platform. And I am still just basically waiting for a better internet connection to do some streaming. If I will still have the time in the future for it, and I would certainly start on Twitch. I would probably move away from YouTube.
Can you guys hear me again? Is everything good?
Yep.
No, I mean I mean chat. Can chat hear me? I know the video's back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, but I don't know if audio is back. I hope it is. Anyhow, we are kind of at the end of the broadcast.
True that, yeah.
So,
how many people are thankful for that in chat? That we've reached the end of the broadcast. Say, thank God. Thank God we've reached the end. Say that in chat there.
Slow down. Slow down.
Yeah.
75%.
Yeah, there she is.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Yeah.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, before I crash into the planet, let's go ahead and give a... Oh, God, Rasenchi's got a duck emoji in there. All right, guys, thanks for watching the show. It was a pleasure being here with you once again. Take a look right over here somewhere for some videos that are going to pop up. Take a look at our previous episodes. Turgeon, roll that music if you don't mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my wonderful pleasure. Yes, we could just do ducks instead. All right. We hope to see you here next week, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And for all of you guys watching, thanks so much. Turgeon, great test. We'll see you next week. And there's our outro music. From all of us here at the Brocast, this is Commander Josh Hawkins signing off.
Good morning.
Brocast. Yeah.